Hey everyone, it is Ed Gutowski, and what I wanted to do was just to create a quick lecture to talk about two issues that come up within the community college and in English classes, and that's the problems with both plagiarism and the use of AI. Kind of a basic understanding of what plagiarism is. Plagiarism is when you take another student's work and you use it as your own. Most students write the issues of plagiarism, right? They just copy and paste something from the internet. Sadly, every semester I have to deal with plagiarism. And one of the big things is, especially for an online class, it's really, really dumb to plagiarize for an online class because you're going to upload all of your essays into Canvas, and Canvas uses Turnitin.com, and it goes through the internet to look for matches, and it's gone through some of the pay sites as well. I once had a student who paid something like $300 for a paper in my class, and Turnitin.com caught it. And it was really funny because, when I talked to the student and I came back to class and I said, well, a student had spent $300 on a paper, the class was laughing, and I couldn't figure out why they were laughing. And they were laughing because the students spent more on the paper than they did for the 3-unit class. So it's really just important to understand that plagiarism is a problem. The use of AI has also become a really big problem. And again, Turnitin.com goes in and scans essays to determine if they're written by a chatbot or AI. So it's important for students to understand that if you use AI, that's also considered to be a form of plagiarism. And the way that we're going to address the use of AI is when you upload your papers into Canvas, don't upload them as a PDF file. You can upload them as a Word document or as a Google Doc, and that way it kind of tracks your search history. So if there's a problem with something being written by AI, we can just look at your search history and it can kind of confirm whether you wrote it or not. There are consequences to plagiarism, and some of those consequences are that you get an F on the assignment, you get reported to the dean, and then the dean has to deal with issues of plagiarism and AI. I've had students who have had to meet with the dean of student discipline, and have been removed from class. And once that process gets rolling, it's something that I'm not in control of. I think the funniest story that I have about plagiarism, and this was several years ago. I was taking, they pay us to do professional development, and I took a class at Sac State. And the class at Sac State, they had how to teach college composition. And one of the things the instructor said on the first day of class, this is at Sac State, on the first day of class, when instructors review the syllabus and they view the plagiarism policy, they make it feel like students have already committed the crime, like students are guilty, they've already plagiarized, and they're already, being sent to the dean's office. And the number one complaint that, or the feedback they got from students is that, they didn't like that part of the plagiarism policy, and they really wanted, instructors to be all nice and kind on the plagiarism policy. And my response is just hell no, because every semester I catch students who either plagiarize or use AI. And it's just important for students to know if you're going to plagiarize or you're going to use AI, right, there are consequences, starting with getting an F on the assignment, getting reported to the dean, and then the dean can decide whether or not they want to send you to the dean of student discipline. Our class is going to be a lot of fun, and I just want us to have a lot of fun in class. So, if you write down your own ideas, you're going to thrive in my class. You're going to be successful. So let's just have some fun, and let's just avoid any instances of plagiarism in AI.